This is funny. Not too funny, but a trick. I would think a lot of people know this trick. Hey, this is a regular coffee filter. Here's your coffee grinds. Use as much as you like. I'm using a tablespoon, a little less. Right? This is how you make a cup of coffee. You only want to make one cup of coffee, and it comes out pretty good. Comes out like a trip. So what I did, there you go, I made a tea bag out of it. And meanwhile, I got the some cup of water heating up on the stove. I'm just using a little thread to wrap around the tea bag so it doesn't fall apart while I'm dipping the bag in the hot water. Alright? Now, if you got a clothespin, or I'll show you what else I use. I use tongs. You could use tongs. It gets a little hot on your fingers, but I use my fingers. And you can skip this tying if you want. Actually, which I'm going to do, I'm going to skip it because I made it too short. Then I'm going to take my coffee cup. I use a spoon to give me control because I'm just gonna like pat it a little. Now you can do a lot with it to get the flavoring out, but if you start squeezing, yeah, then you're gonna get the bitter flavor from inside the grinds. Also, well, to get a better cup, you grind your own coffee. You can pick one of these up in Sarajevo next time you're there. This just grinds the coffee. Turn this around. Ooh, there's one bean in there. I can feel it. And you grind the coffee. And you pull it out. And your coffee's in here nice. Always best to grind your own beans. But when you're lazy, you can just use the ground coffee in the can. Let's see here. That water's almost coming to a boil now. But this is a cute little trick. And you know, it's not healthy for you. Coffee's not healthy for you. I know that's debatable, but as far as I'm concerned, it's a neurotoxin. I use neurotoxins when I'm not on my but I do put this out of my diet in long stretches because I don't want the neurotoxins to interfere with my health regime. But right now, I'm kicking it bad. Uh-oh. Water's done. Turn off the stove. I'm going to put some hot water in here first. Right, so you can actually see that water turning. Alright, take my bag. Woohoo! So, don't forget you can use tongs to hold this, or a clothespin or something, and just dip away. Ooh, look at that. And you make it as strong as you want it. Right? So I want a strong cup here. So I'm going to keep going away at this. I used a spoon to kind of agitate it a little. Make sure that water is going around the grinds in the cup. And I'm starting to get a nice color. See, that's how long it really takes. That's already a nice cup of coffee. Right there, there's no bitterness at all because I didn't You can go and you can squeeze these to get a stronger cup of coffee, but when you squeeze those grinds, you get a little bitter of a taste, a bite of that bitterness in there. So basically, there you have it. If you want, you can squeeze out the excess a little bit. Add a little bit more hot water if you want a full cup. Whatever. And there you have it. Coffee.